So one day, on a chilly afternoon of November 24th, 1971, this guy, who goes by the alias of Dan Cooper, also known as D.B. Cooper, decides to pull off what will become one of the most notorious ransoms in U.S. history. He decides to purchase a one-way ticket for Flight 305 of the Northwest Orient Airlines bound for Seattle. The Boeing 727 takes to the skies seeming like any other normal flight. The flight attendant, who we'll call Florence, is making her way down the aisle with her trolley serving food and drinks to guests. She eventually makes her way to seat 18C, where Cooper is sitting, and he orders a bourbon and a soda. Then, he lights a cigarette with an air of calm and hands Florence a sealed note. Florence mistakes it for a flirtatious gesture containing his phone number and pockets it without reading it. But Cooper leans in real close to whisper, "Miss, you better look at that note. I've something in my bag that you don't want on this airplane." Florence reads the note, which has a demand for $200,000 in unmarked bills along with 4 parachutes. Cooper then opens a suitcase, revealing a bunch of wires and red sticks. The flight crews then immediately follow protocol and contact the ground authorities because they want to ensure the safety of everyone on board. The airline decides to comply with Cooper's demands. They collected the $200,000 along with the 4 parachutes, all while the airplane is circling above the Seattle airport. Once the plane had landed, he allowed all the passengers to leave, but he retained several crew members for the next part of his plan. Now, upon receiving his ransom and parachutes, he instructed the pilot that the plane is to fly towards Mexico City at a very low altitude of 10,000 feet and a very low speed of 170 knots with the rear stairs deployed. The rear stairs on this airplane are mechanisms for emergency exit. So, the plane takes off again into the dark sky as a storm is approaching. At approximately 8:13 p.m., they are flying somewhere over the thick, isolated forests of southwestern Washington when he's finally ready to make his escape. Cooper straps on a parachute and also straps money to his body and descends down the stairs at the rear of the plane and jumps into the black tumultuous night, disappearing into darkness. Without Cooper on board, the Boeing 737 continued its journey, safely landing in Reno, Nevada. The shaken crew relayed their experience to authorities, noting that Cooper maintained a calm and polite demeanor, even offering to pay for his drinks. A massive manhunt ensued, led by the FBI and numerous law enforcement agencies and civilian volunteers, deploying helicopters and on-ground teams to comb the vast areas of untamed forestry. However, the search revealed nothing and they came up empty-handed, leaving Cooper's fate shrouded in mystery, unsure of whether he managed to survive the jump. Now, nearly a decade later in 1980, a glimmer of the past resurfaced when a young boy named Brian, who was on a camping trip with his family along the Columbia River, found $5,800 in deteriorated $20 bills, which had serial numbers that matched the ransom currency. This rekindled the public's fascination but provided no decisive answers as to whether Cooper survived or not. Throughout the following 50 years, countless leads and theories emerged. Some believe Cooper was an accomplished parachutist who executed the perfect heist, while others thought he couldn't survive the perilous jump into wilderness. Despite advances in forensic and investigative technology, D.B. Cooper's fate has eluded even the most dogged sleuths. In 2016, the FBI formally closed a case, cementing it as the only unsolved air piracy case in American history. To this day, the enigma of D.B. Cooper captures the collective imagination, prompting debates and theories. Did he survive his daring leap from 10,000 feet? Was he an experienced criminal or a desperate outlier emboldened by circumstance? While it remains an enduring mystery, his tale is forever etched into American legends. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe.